People, well forward to the Up and Live show. We do this each and every Tuesday. Thanks for joining us. If you're watching us for the first time, make sure you go over the YouTube page. Check out our page. It's called Up and Live Show. The show is sponsored by the Granaries each and every week. The artist spot in London right here. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Thursday night, the games night. Friday night, Magnum Friday. Make sure you go over there and check it out. Saturday night, the ultimate party for London City. That's the Granaries Club, and it's the official sponsors of the Up and Live show. Right now, we're in studio this evening. We have an actor, a dub poet, a conscious Rastaman. He's here, and he goes by the name of Sheldon Shepherd, and he's going to be giving us some conversation of history of him life, because he do a whole heap of things, and we're just here to have a conversation this evening. Good evening, sir. Welcome to the Up and Live show.
Respect, no love and blessings, you know what I mean? No conversation, very, very interesting and funny and fiery. You know what I mean? They are soak it in, you know?
A whole heap of things. Give
enough,
thanks.
enough things, man.
Give thanks to forward to the studio still,
My
you know?
pleasure, man. We are some man, we're in the London town, you know, we have to come around. You know what I mean? How my sound.
Of course. There's quite a lot of accolades when you mentioned Sheldon Shepherd, which a lot of people from our diaspora probably don't really know about and don't really are aware of your craft. Obviously, you're an artist from the No Mads group.
Yeah, man.
And
What is?
so there's a whole heap of different layers for Sheldon Shepherds. We're gonna start with the music first and foremost. How did you start with the music on the music journey?
All right, you know, say we give thanks for the institution, Kingston College.
Mm.
As a youth at Kingston College, we used to enter a thing called the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission, the JCDC festivals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we give thanks for a teacher by the name of Peter Heslop and my father, Keith Shepherd, who introduced me to the art form, dub poetry. Now, from that art form, dub poetry, because dub is music, poetry is words, feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So then now we develop into music coming from school days through the festival scene.
Yeah.
And then when we left school now, we started to make our own sound. We started to gather musicians and put them together. And because sound and music production is really, in a way, whole vibration from the root, you know what I mean? So we started to put sounds together, get to band together, and we started to rehearse and create this sound, this thing that we was feeling, feel me? And then after that, it caught the ears of the people, it caught the ears of, and it take on, it catch fire in Jamaica and
Yeah.
parts of the world, and Sly Dunbar link us, and we did the first studio album, because we did a live album before all of that,
Okay.
where we gather with musicians, run going a tough gang.
How was
And
that?
Oh, that was beautiful, man. We did, here what we do now. We recorded 22 tracks straight with the drummer, the bass, the keys, the guitar, the percussion. It's everybody, and we recorded a project called the Trad Live. You know what I mean? We go in there, we sit in, and we rehearse it first, and then we go in and we sit in and we say
And just do it
action.
one
And we
take.
do it one take, Jimmy style, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then now when we kick that, people start say, wow, this not do since forever. You know what I mean? Some people say, blow out solo, we can't play it up on radio. Solo too long, man. The solo alone are 3 minutes. Ha ha ha. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we had that vibration with ones and ones, because as you know, the attention span, as you know, we have created our attention span to be limited. Because my own reasoning, and I know said it is everything is a creation, my brother. And every single thing can be recreated.
So do you think that
You know what I mean?
coming from the school of thought where you had where your solo 3 minutes long, where up to now where the Snapchat 10, 15 seconds people attention span is very shy. Can it go back to where it was?
It not change. It's just taste and variety is the spice of life. Because when Nomads perform on a show right now in London and we turn on the blood fire soul upon people, you're going to see people in a bus. So it not change. And people actually want that vibration. You feel me, I say? So it's a balance. Everything has to be how it is. You can't, Jamaica has a tendency to throw away things like Mentor. You don't have a Mentor festival. We don't have a ska festival. We don't have these things. We have so many genres, but yet we throw away one for accommodate the other instead of amalgamating the vibration and work with the balance.
Would you say that one has just outshadowed the other?
No, would not say that. I would say that it has been marketed for, it's not a matter of outshadow, it has been marketed because of commerce and the belly and food, and people want to eat, and it want to eat quick fast food, just like how a man rather go KFC than rather cook some food. You feel me? So as a fast food mentality, and that's why enough away of obesity.
And
You feel me? I say?
It's funny him just
the side of that, you say like Jamaica tend to throw away genres and throw away things like mentor and all these kind of things. Wouldn't you say like in terms of mentoring the younger generation, they don't have a lot of that? Like for instance, like certain culture. If me from a different demographic say I'm a ghetto youth, me used to the skilly bang them, the skeng, the whatever. A traditional Rasta man wouldn't see that youth and say, yo, there's something in you. Let me try introduce him to dope poet, because I don't see that enough going on in Jamaica.
You know, say, when I see Skilly Bang, I hug me greet him with. When I see them youth, them Popcorn and Skilly Bang, when them see me last time, I link him. I have an article online, I write, The Don Shepherd meets the unruly boss. But then I had my phone ring, Papi call me and say, Shepherd, why go on? I say, me there, you know. Him say, come link me, no. I go link him forward. And him say, I want to do a video and thing, and him tell me how much them rate the work some do. When I step in at the place, some youths in there, and the man say, Blow, are you? The man touch me and say, I can't believe you're real.
Exactly.
You know, the last time I see you up on the movie, and you know, some I did in a school, and I read one of your poem them, and I enter it in a fest, youth, you know, where you that thing say, this youth, yeah. So the everyone wants, and everyone has the opportunity to surpass where they are currently. And mentorship is always there and readily available, but it's the things that we highlight as media professionals. Because, to be honest, bills have to pay. So you find that things were fast-paced and trendy and are going, and it quick, and it, you know, it gas you up for a vibration, and then it gas you down again, you know. It build you up and it gas you down. It's more, the funding is there for it. And it's also deliberate to, you know, my brother.
Yeah.
It is deliberate to dumb you down. It is deliberate to keep the garbage coming, and it is deliberate to slow us down. Very deliberate.
I understand all the positivity in all of that, but the main thing that I have a fault with is like, in terms of the Rastafari movement and like certain culture to get in and to fit in, it don't seem very welcoming from the outside looking in, because couple of the entertainer before your time, like the Capleton, the Sizzler, so you have certain people, it's always a big entourage, and it's not nobody you can just walk up to with an open arm and thing.
You can walk up to them, man.
Maybe it's that give the little vibration, that kind of outlook to everybody.
Yeah, I get your point, and you're right. Sometimes on the surface it kind of look different, because I'm gonna bring up back the Virgin Papi. When you see my roll through with the wall line Virgin, them it might look intimidating.
Yeah.
But when I step in on the space, a pure smile, a hugs them greet me with. It's pure smiles, it's pure laughter, it's pure joy.
Isn't that because who you are?
No, it's because to an extent, of course, I can't discredit anything that I have done and anything that I have created. But also, the most important thing is vibration. Water vibrate, we vibrate. Right now, this room resonate. We are all vibrating. If I did come in with a different vibe, I know that vibrate with that vibe. You feel me? I say? So it's so we resonate. So then, whatever you give, you know, you're gonna receive. Just like all there's this other artist who say sing about getting robbed and then him get robbed the next day. You know what I mean? So it's where you put out forward, you're gonna receive. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And for the interest of everyone that's watching, because the demographic of viewers that watch our show is more like the younger crowd. Yeah. So for people who's watching now, I want them to steer them to something that they may have seen you in.
Oh gosh, man.
Because
ones know Better Must Come, the movie where we play the character Ricky. Every single you know that film there in Jamaica. Right?
Yes.
You know, I can't even walk in peace a yard. I'm just the Yardie. Yardie did mash up the whole of England.
Exactly. So let's stick with Yardie, because Yardie is quite popular here.
Okay.
And so for those of you listening and wondering what's Yardie, Yardie is a Jamaican film. It's been inspired by Idris Elba. and it
Idris
was
Elba
Idris
directed
Elba.
it, yeah.
May always have, but now you have to
Yeah,
put
man.
context to us
Of
so people
course.
understand the
Please
conversation.
do. Yes, I.
Yeah,
Great,
so
man.
it was a what year was this again?
So
Was it 20?
2018, Idris Elba directed the film Yardies.
Yeah.
It was a book written by a Virgin named Headley. It's a Jamaican classic. You feel me? I said the author is Mr. Headley there. Idris directed it. I played the character King Fox. Is a film that took place between Jamaica and England. And
Yeah.
it's a timepiece.
Was
You
in
know?
the 60s, isn't it?
No, not 60s. It was the 80s and late 70s, early 80s. You feel me?
Explain your character, because for meeting you in person, your character does not.
You're not gonna
You don't-
recognize me, man.
no.
I tell you a joke. I did the screening here in a yard scene, and we just screened the film. Everybody nice, big carpet, camera, flash, everything I go on, and a Virgin see me outside and I tell me how much him love the film. Elder Virgin, I'm a reason with him. I say, yeah, you love the film. I'm gonna see my big me up.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
I say, you love it, hey, you know. If I see my baby up, I'm say, yeah, man. I'm say, you were in the film, bro. I'm say, I say, yeah, man, I didn't know the film, man. Him say, oh, don't tell me, you played. I'm telling him, he thought I was the lead because me have locks.
Yeah.
So and the lead had locks
Locks,
at one
that
point
one,
in the
yeah,
film.
yeah.
So I said, no, man, I mean that, man. I said, think again, man. And the man couldn't find who me be.
Exactly.
And then you see, as an actor, whenever you do a role and you can't recognize the man from the actor, you say blood fire. Yeah, I feel good personally because I say, yeah, I did a great job.
Yeah.
I was King Fox. I wasn't Sheldon Shepherd. You feel
Exactly.
me? So then now when I tell the man, say, I'm me a King Fox, the man say, oh my God, that's my favorite character. And the man start go on, my brother.
Yeah.
And him start behave away. And I say, John, the man couldn't believe me. I say, the man face get away. The man say, the man never know. Say, I man play the role, and me and him there chat for a while.
Because if you're talking to you now, King Fox in the movie is
an old brother to man, because them age me now.
Yeah.
Him age him was like 50 odd years old, almost 60. And him wear glasses, him walk with a cane.
yeah.
Him wear him felt, him bearded. Him have that vibe there, you know. So them wouldn't recognize me right off the bat, you feel me? So that film now, I love them movie they still, you know. I love the ones them where you can't walk in peace.
Yeah.
So how did you get into this acting and
My father, you know.
to get into a role, to be selected for such a big role in a movie?
Oh, well, Better Must Come. When I did Better Must Come, you know, in 2012, I won an award in Miami, the America Black Film Festival. I won Best Actor in a Lead Role at
Okay.
that film festival. And from them time there, I get on the radar with Black Hollywood and various other filmmakers. So I did get on them radar now.
Okay.
As a Caribbean actor
Yeah.
who win such an award. So now when things come to Jamaica, them usually just call I man first or
Okay.
thereabout, you know. So when Idris them did forward a yard now and they were doing auditions and things, I got my email from Cecile Burrows. She's a casting agent. I like her, I love her. She always give me some good vibrations. You know what I mean? I know everybody give her good vibrations, but she always give me good vibrations.
She one of them.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So she called me forward and sent me an email. She said, Sheppy, come get that role of girl. When I read the script and I dressed the part. Because since Better Must Come, as I said to you, it's Jamaica is not a film hub where movies just are coming and a coming and a coming and a coming.
Yeah.
You feel me? So you have to be disciplined, you have to be patient,
Wait for the right one.
and exactly, and you have to actually believe and know in your craft and know in yourself and know so you can't give up and go look a job at the bank.
Yeah, so I know
You feel me?
you have some success in loads of these new, would I consider them as new film? Would you think you would be more successful like back in the 80s, early 70s when Jamaican filming industry was at its peak, when you have Lime Tree, Liam and movies like them, and when you have a BBC down in Jamaica?
You know, it was a glory day, but I would consider now that we are in our peak, based on the atmosphere and based on the caliber of films and based on the looks that we're getting. Because take for instance, Rockers and Harder They Come, and
Smile and Orange. Couple of-
Smile Orange, and all these films. They they were kind of one-off films if you really check
Yeah,
the
it wasn't.
vibration.
Yeah.
It wasn't a of films coming forward to the island. So with me, if I regress and think about my energies being in the past, it's kind of like a regression in my vibration because yeah, I have the benefit of then
And
everything in between and now. You feel me? I
Yeah.
say so. Me have the legends them for teach me. Me have watch a film. The first film that make me know say like a black boy can go up on TV like myself on screen was a short film called Country of the One-Eyed God, starring Paul Campbell. You feel me? I say, and most people don't know about that film there, but a big blouse and skirt short film, all made in Jamaica.
Yeah, speaking about short film, how do you feel about this? Netflix been awarding loads of contract to basically everybody who have a story. How is it Jamaica
They reach
don't
for
get
Netflix.
a good series on Netflix as yet? And we know like Jamaica in our world is full of talent. And back in the days as well I mentioned, we used to have a lot of series out like Lime Tree Lane. You have a couple of them where we used to watch growing up as a
Yeah,
youth.
don't it? Lime Trillion was amazing, and big up Johnny, my brother, you know what I mean?
And Royal
So,
Palm.
yeah, man, Royal
Yeah.
Palm. But yeah, nothing before the time. I could tell you things that are happening right now. I could tell you things that are on my desk right now, scripts that are coming right now. We're going to make one say, blow out, and finally I give it attention.
Yeah, but it take big name like you and established actors who's up and coming and in the forefront of Jamaican acting scene to go to these big corporation with a pitch to break these things up because we realize we have loads of internet comedian we're aspiring to do acting like the Dino Crazy. We have the cause them. We have loads of them. We're aspiring to be actors, but they just don't have that opportunity as yet.
Trinidad is one.
Who that?
Him name the him name come the Bolt. Running movie. Name?
Sprinter, you're talking.
Sprinter, sorry.
Yeah.
Him name again
I can't forget his
I know
name, but
you're
yeah.
talking.
All of them
Yeah.
brethren,
Dear
they're my
Cam,
brother.
kind of
man.
Deal,
Yeah,
deal,
all
deal.
of them, they're my brother, man. Kenzie, Kadim, I'm a blicker brother, I'm a raised them. The same one, the daily I'm a brother them too. Every time they're at LA, him no left me, him call me and say, you're there, and we're there. The thing is, I'm going to show you is, it is happening, as we speak right now. It is happening, and we're not going to see it. We're not going to all bear witness. You
Yeah.
feel me, I say? It the Netflix, the Amazons, the all of these platforms, and to add to your vibration about the ones who are creating. That's why I'm gonna tell you, say it easier for
Yeah.
we now, because now you have ones who are creating and showing them vibrations online and getting them vibe and building up their numbers because they're
network.
making the comedies and thing and rare. But
Yeah.
in order for have a pitch is a science. A film pitch is a science.
Yeah.
Making a movie is a science, and it's
Find the
very
right people, yeah.
deliberate.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it is relationship. And marketing is maintaining good business relationships. Period. In a earth is really, to be honest, is really the work you have put in, and it carry you into the room, and it's who you know and who know you. Sometimes who know of you. You feel me? I
So,
say?
like how you said that.
One second before you ask the question, let me just intervene quickly and ask this question.
Please.
Say, for instance, we do get that Netflix movie, right?
Yeah.
Then
And
we
Netflix
see,
is not the end all and be all.
not say Netflix, just use it as an
All right,
example.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we get that contract for do a series, a Jamaican program. Then we don't have like really like a Jamaican core director. Then we see all these foreign actors coming taking the Jamaican role, like what we see in Cool Runnings. Hands down, one of the biggest movie that out of our culture were known worldwide because every time I go somewhere new, they could tell about that Jamaican film or say something which none of the main cast was Jamaican. I don't want that repetition of seeing a Jamaican movie out and I see all these raw talent in Jamaica, then me see pure foreign actor come fill the gap. That would be a good look.
what that I got to know. And I know enough Jamaicans vex about that. And we vex about it and we say Jamaicans to play Jamaicans. What if one day them call Sheldon Shepherd for play a Harry Belafonte and every single American say, oh, he's an American for play that role there? How know that feel? When I see one little Sheldon from yard, I get a boss to play a big American hero. I'm going to go there and I kick it. How know that feel? Who don't feel good for me?
Yeah, we don't
You
feel
don't
pro,
it.
but America feel pro.
But that means
Yeah, the
it's
same
not about
concept.
that. Hold on, it's about the craft. It's about the discipline. It's not about nepotism. You feel me? It's about the craft and it's about the discipline, and may the best man win.
So did you feel that the best man gained the role for Bob Marley?
Of course.
You
Of
reckon?
course.
I know the actor, and he's a very good
Of
actor.
course. Kingsley Benadir. Of course. Why wouldn't he be the best man? On me audition feet, I know me stink. And if me not get it and him get it, he must stinker at the time. You feel me?
Yeah, but you see why? Reason why I said, because since the interview started, the conversation with you, I can see elements where you would have fit that role.
Way I say, man, me used to run from the whole Bob Marley thing from there, because I know like comparisons.
Yeah.
And from a little youth, people are compare me.
The way you talk,
And the chance comes
Yeah,
to play
exactly.
Bob Marley. Well, as I said, the better
and I
person
didn't
win.
even want audition for it, because as I said to you, this is the first time I'm going to say this publicly. I literally resented the comparison. I did not want anyone to, because no, my vibration is this. I have a whisper that is allowing me to create something on my own with my energy.
Yeah.
So now if you go bring that in,
it have
me I
overshadow.
go say, who can stand up in a Bob shoes, Rasta?
Yeah.
You get me? Me no want you, me no want that to come back. But then, that was then. Now me more take it as a compliment.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because if you want compare I with such a legend, me I go take it as a compliment. So when me see them do so, man, if I know me and my brother, I saw me used to say it, I'm a brother heavy, pokopo. You feel me? If I say if I know me and my brother, you feel me? And when I see my brother and me and them get the virgin, I say, that virgin here must stink. Because I know we stink.
Yeah.
So that virgin here must stink.
Exactly.
So then now the virgin do him thing and him get him thing and I hear everybody a chat and I say, give the man a chance to fail or fly.
That is it.
Yeah.
It's acting, bruv. Listen, my man, the man have all mixed race parents. Baba all have mixed race parents. My mother and father black. You feel me? I say, sometimes it's really typecasting too. Him have the vibration of the look and the thing and the history of it. Hey, allow the man for fly.
And kind of mixes and probably can relate more.
All right. All right. Let's change the topic a bit. Let's talk a bit more music. Let's speak about your group, the Nomads.
Yeah, man.
We all know how nomads live. They don't stay in one place too long. Do you guys actually live that lifestyle?
Yes, and the Nomads vibration is really, when we were younger in school and we were building the Nomads, it was more of, it was wandering, you know, because they said Nomads wander, and they said Nomads wander without a purpose, but this was more like wandering, and the purpose is to build a better Jamaica with our art and our craft. As you two, I say, yeah, you know, we feel very passionate about it, still do, you know what I mean, because we have one of the greatest pledges in the world. Can you imagine we say, before God and all mankind, I pledge the love and loyalty of my heart, wisdom and courage of my mind, strength and vigor of my body, in the service of my fellow citizens. I promise to stand up for justice, brotherhood, and peace, to work diligently and creatively, to think generously and honestly, so that Jamaica may, under God, increase in beauty, fellowship, and prosperity, and play her part in advancing the welfare of the whole human race. You can imagine what we charge ourselves with?
If it's just only Jamaican, we just live up to that pledge.
Yeah, you know, and that the thing now. We can't. Sometimes I was talking to a sister today about this, and I said to her, she had said community, and I said, I love community and I've tried it, but sometimes the individual in the community is exceptionally important, and that individual needs to find their individual purpose.
Yes.
Because if every individual realize this and not depend on any form of a leader or anybody figure, tell them, say, this them for do. Can you imagine if every individual realize this?
No, you would have chaos.
No, man, it wouldn't be anarchy or chaos.
Because,
not at all.
Let me explain this. Because when I say 7 brothers, 7 different minds, right? In a society, they teach us how a functional society work, right? You have to have some form of order and some form of balance, right? If me feel like, say, all right, today I'm gonna drive 1 million. Bird say I drive easy. You have someone that want to drive 1 million, and everybody just do what they want to do. It talk about chaos, because obviously we are different individual. At some point, we're gonna meet. At some point, it's gonna cause confrontation, and confrontation gonna cause conflict, and it's just gonna spiral out of
You
control.
know, me love, you know, me feel, you know, me love about choice. Me love say it exists. And you know, me love music, you know, and because I'm an actor, I'm able to see art in everything. You see me, I say, wap, 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 wap. Me able to see art in everything because me now go actually literally do what I see in the films or what I hear on the radio.
Yeah.
But the problem I have with dancehall is that there's no moral outcome, no proper moral outcome. When you watch a movie like Better Must Come and you see Ricky do the gangster vibration and you see him do all of that, and then you say, he meet him demise.
Yeah, because they always
And before
enough,
that,
yeah.
the beer fridge is end up on the road, but
Yeah.
Say that again?
the fridge them.
You know, easy, you know. You see when him do so now and he meet him demise. It show you say, yeah, you can do all of this, you
But
can
it
do
has
all
a
of that,
cost.
but it will cost you. But with this dancehall current trend, there's no demise, there's no story. These kids are just saying, oh, I'm going to do all this manner of foolishness, right?
It's
It's
a
some, it's some form of demise nowadays because I think the government of Jamaica is using certain established artists as example to show like after you sing about these things or you do these things, it's an end goal. Perfect example, look at Vibes Cartel.
Yeah, but
So they kind of use that as an example to say like the moral of the story. A certain way,
but me I
there's
talk
a
about the
consequence.
art itself. Me not talk about the actual life of the man. Me
Yeah.
I talk about the art itself. Where, say, he would write a song, and all in the song is that me burn some weed, me fuck off the girl them, me kill some man, and me live happily ever after. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the
Bad
song
song,
finish.
right?
Bad song, and it finish. It done. Me I say, what happened? So what happened to the star boy? So what did happen to the villain? What happened to the where's the story? Where's the moral
That's true.
outcome?
No,
Where's the outlook?
But I guess in the music, it's just a feed to the dopamine effect where they just want to have the high. So in the movie, you can tell a whole story because you probably have stages in the movie where you build a story.
Yeah, I
You
can tell
build
you a
it.
story
Like-
right
like
now.
the
I can tell you a
perfect-
story right now in a poem when you're avant-garde, where can carry you upon this vibration where you'll get sex, drugs, rock and roll, and moral outlook, and it will entertain you. Stepping at the place, no gun in my waist, no entourage. Person of interest, cause my avant-garde, big on my broad, at 150 LBS. Acquired so much whilst doing so less. KORIS, son last nueve. Been eating long time, lunch came early. More ragamuffin, less bad than bougie. Call me pastry, up in a shaman, and she take her coffee, and you know me affy. Start it slowly, build the tension just like a movie. Make you feel like you understand me. Plot a reveal you excited, don't it? We at the spots now, if no maybe. The star boy just fucked you up. With a plot twist that you never expect the directors to be blamed. Never experience such pleasure with pain imprinted in she brain. Make she want to run tell Jane round a memory lane and she can't really explain. Now Jane subscribing to the name. And that's how we play the game because it's a game, right? I know you'd love to stay the whole night. But I got to jump on the red eye site. Got an Australian chick up in LA. Why? She sighs. It should be just you and I. Let's talk about this on the way to the airport. Just drive. So happy to be alive and this ain't no jive. Don't love you no less or her no more. Take a pull off the cess thinking about the poor. So much in store and so much to do. No offense, but our purpose might not just be me and you. Or you and I, as the way you just put it. She put my hand between her thighs. She's like, babe, feel this. I'm like, what did I miss? Is this normal or did the little kitty cat got sick? She's just crying a bit. No shit. She balling down the place, all the seat get wet. Pull over, say, hey, don't ramp with me. You feel me? I said, hey, listen, my man.
Radar.
They're just not putting any fucking energy in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is art we're talking about, my brother. They are just not putting any real energy in it. They are limiting themselves and dumbing down the populace. And the youths them a grow up, all the youth them want to do is what they are hearing. And we have to understand how fragile the mind is.
Yeah.
And how easily molded the mind is. You get me?
Because even when them do music video, yeah, nowadays, as I say, you know, like with the biggest thing now when them do the, when them attack and I say, when the man run on the road, my way run on the road.
Oh yeah, one phone call.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it literally start from them at this, them friend, meet them friend, him shoot him, but then gradually through the whole story at the end, you see the ending happen. Them man make song now, and you hear the song, you watch the video, but you just done as him say. You know, see, like,
The
how it a
moral
stop.
outcome,
Yeah,
the outlook,
yeah,
the vision.
Cause
Where is the vision?
At the end of one phone call, when Color shoot my boy, the basically I say, you got trouble the man, get me to come forward, make my son dead, and they chat shit afterwards. So, for him, outcome is, I'm going to catch him, so I just kill you and done. So you can say, well,
Sad.
and you bring the man out in a problem with you cause.
Yeah.
But then when I them sing a song, as him I say, you're really deep like that.
Some of them.
Yes,
Because
that's
like,
what I just said.
you know what? You have to give credit where it's due. And like, I think Massacre done a brilliant album, the 438. Hold on. You see, you see, just like how you say, they're not putting no effort in this. You know, this is one of the less played songs on this album, The Story. Where I sing about the two virgin, Ricky and him friend. And him deliver that song so good for tell you an entire story.
You know,
by start and finish.
I think.
And
you know, it's let's play. Because the first two did out long time. Him just put the two on it and add the third one. So everybody don't know the first two. When this the third part was the conclusion, but really never end. Because when they make the first two, it was like 3 years before.
no, it end because like
It end because it tells where
No, the way
it
the
tell
third
what
one,
happened.
the way the third one end, the son reached the yard. Yeah, and him shoot him, but then listen to it end. It ended at end where there's a possibility my boy never dead yet. Listen.
We go back.
Because that is called suspense.
Yes.
And also to my brothers, there are more. You see, to me, my thing is this. You see, experience teacheth wisdom, right? Majority of them brethren, them never ever, and it's not any fault of their own. Majority of them never really jump on a plane before and travel outside of them, the diaspora. Majority of them, they are being fed this thing. Their role model is behind bars, my brother. It's a serious thing, you know. And it is so deliberate because the media is controlled. It's owned. So then now, whatever is being played and marketed, remember it name marketed, it is to allow for behavioral change or consistency in the behavior. Commerce, trade, manipulation, attention grabbing.
And new law make.
You feel me? If we, sometimes I say this and people don't even get it. Hey, you see, once we decide, because a decision and choice, once one decides, say, them priority is not them belly in life, easier said than done enough, but me do it enough times. That's why I'm there so too not today. Enough times.
Yeah.
Wall out.
And
How are you say, man?
I didn't want to ask this question, but I don't want to get in no trouble. Because obviously the world we're living in, because you're talking about the marketing with behavior and targeting, ads and targeting things to change our behavior and our outlook at things in general. Like, I'm living in the UK for a number of years now, and I realize there is certain targeted message go out there for us and for the younger populace growing up to feel like a certain thing is a norm and it's okay to live like this and people don't have choice. And I don't believe that way. I believe that everybody always have a choice.
You don't believe that everybody have a choice?
I believe that everybody always have a choice.
Okay.
I don't believe that certain thing is given or people was born just that way. I believe that everything where a man or a woman do is their own choice. I don't believe that nobody did born, we call it racist. Nobody did born homophobic. Nobody did born gay. I feel like all of this thing, it's a choice where we decide we want to make that choice in life.
I do not agree necessarily. Here's why I don't agree. It has everything that we know today has been around since the dawn of time. And sometimes you have a mango tree. I have mango trees. I have fruit trees in my yard, right? And I look on nature, I look on plants. When I time mango season come, and you might see one of the mango and it bend up. And you bite it, you pick it and you bite it, and it's not so sweet as the others. And it's not so straight. You hear the words that I use? As the others.
Yeah.
Believe me. Yeah. So who am I to say that mango is wrong to grow on the tree?
Mango the farm.
And the mango, to me notice that the mangoes, every mango shape a particular way. Why do I think that this mango is wrong for being on the tree? I cannot think that, to be honest. Who am I? Me never make a mango yet from the day I'm born.
We have that conversation weekly. We
Me
have
no
the
think so.
fighters. So we don't
I
even
think
wanna
that,
go down
yeah,
that
I
road.
don't think it's a conversation for
Wanna have-
even, it don't even merit. Because I think that once people are live, my brother, and once them are contribute
Live and let
positively to existence and society, we should appreciate everyone around us.
Okay, so while we're talking about
sir.
creations and food, let's bring the bamboo pipe into perspective.
Yes,
See?
yeah, man. Talk about it, man.
Tell us about this project.
So here we go on now. I write a book named In the Morning, a few years ago. I launched it in Amsterdam in 2014 at a festival called Read My World. It's a literary arts festival. From that festival now, me eventually finally got a chance to do the audiobook, the very first dub poetry audiobook in the history of the genre. Me do it. It's on my shelf right now. Me soon release it, Pauno. So from that project now, me decide say, you know what, Jamaica 60. Me go cut a slice out of the breadfruit project and say, here what me go do now.
Yeah.
Me go go now a bamboo pipe. So I selected 11 of the pieces, a few of them written by my daddy. I'm going to put them forward. I'm going to make this project called the Bamboo Pipe that represents how I feel at the moment about Jamaica with journeys and various things. It's dub poetry, spoken word. It's no... All right, dub poetry, the rhythm is embedded in the vocals.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah,
And
you can hear because listening to it, you can hear the rhythm. As
you
a
hear the
DJ,
music.
You hear the music.
So you know where you will all take that and do some blows and skirt and have a field day.
Yeah, but here the problem with it is now.
Tell me the problem.
Because for me, it's been absent so long. Because the last poetry I've listened to was like, let me tell you, what's his name? DYCR.
Oh, Ja.
DYCR was
And I love DYCR, but I'm not going to make... You see, when a dub poet just get a dancehall rhythm or a reggae rhythm and him throw him poem on it,
Yeah.
it kind of, in my opinion, some people weakens his piece. Because when a dub poem come to you, it come with its own melodies and its own rhythms, you know, my brother.
You know, this track is
But hold on.
Tell me.
You say you hate it and you weaken the potency of the material, but in a sense, it bring light or shed some light to the
Of
dub
course!
section.
Yeah!
Because
So it's a
obviously
mixed feeling.
DYCR is one of the most famous dub poets in Jamaica.
Yeah, in
So
Jamaica.
he shed a lot of
In
light
Jamaica,
to that
yeah.
genre in terms of say, a dub poet and way matter, it makes sense.
And to be honest, that is also the problem is research where that is concerned, because man don't know about Linton Kwesi Johnson, Jean Binta Breeze, Oko Onora, Muta Baruka, you know what I mean?
Muta
Benjamin
Baruka is key.
Zephaniah. You feel me? I say?
Yeah.
You see if you actually want to know about dub poetry, which is the root.
Yeah.
Because dub poetry, you know dub poetry farm? Oko Onora, you know. Oko Onora, rub up blouse and skirt, post office, scene.
Yeah.
Jump up on the counter, pop out him special and wheel it 2 times and say, give me all you got. And him rob it. And then him go in community and share it out like a Robin Hood style. And then the police them come and lock him up and throw him in a jail. And then they behind bars and a bellow some sounds. And then the professor at the university hear about it and them calling people. And then the man him write a pardon for him. So dub poetry got him out of blouse and skirt. Prison.
Okay, so all right, so
You
see,
feel me?
You see all of that what you're telling us now, I connect with that. But the problem for me with dub poetry, I wouldn't say a problem with, is conveying it to the general mass, because it's not
Brother,
as,
radio man, them have to play it and believe in it. Hear what me I say? You can't feel like say, enough time we feel like say, oh my God, it's dead ear. It's bullshit. There's no such thing. People should listen or force them to listen, Rastafari.
No, but that's,
Make them listen.
But-
If
but-
me play
That's a form of slavery. forces
no
somebody
man,
to
listen, you know where you make them listen to. I don't like you make them listen to wap.
Yeah.
And I tell them for scope up your Glock. You a tell them say,
Yeah.
bamboo pipe. You give them a story. You give them something where go incite and spark that energy within them and create texture in them blouse and skirt lives. Sometimes you have to spoon feed them, you know, my brother. When you have a baby, how you treat a baby? How you treat your baby?
Give them some room.
You have to treat people like baby. You can't make it so fast. You can't do something make your baby. Boom, him going to lose out in a life. You have to take your time with him. And we have to treat the audience like babies. Like we have to go backward right now. For go forward. And backward is grassroots, in my opinion. Bare bones.
So
Yeah,
let me just put forward this question.
Tell me again.
You said you do your book, your poem,
yes.
you do an audio version.
Yes, I.
Why don't most, like, what you call it, wise Rastafari or wise people in Jamaica, like we see most of the intellect people decide to write books and they don't do audio version, and we know that Jamaica now fully done. So why we don't do it in a audio version so people can get that knowledge in the audio form, like on the go, driving them car.
Audio book is a relatively new space. Audio recordings.
Audio book
for
been
books.
been around for a good long
check
time.
Check it out, man.
Because I know about audio book more than 5 years.
That's a long time.
And
That's a long time, my brother.
It's not a long
That's
time.
My son is 11 years old.
Yeah, but
The fact, and I feel like yesterday. That's a long time. It new and it is selling like hotcakes. And more men, if you even research it, type in audiobook and research it and say, what are going with other? Know that I do it and other ones doing it, people are going to say, oh, we can do it. Because you know that you have trendsetters and you have trend followers. It's just what it is in life. Some people not deep in themselves enough to find the trends that lies within. So them end up just waiting on a trend to jump on it.
Because I feel like so the essence of a book is captured better when, like, especially if it's a famous person who writes a book, they
do
the
the audio
version
version
in their voice, so you can
in their
actually
voice, so you hear what them.
feel where you feel.
Enough of them write it can't read it, you know. Enough man write all the book can't read it, you know, because think about it, you know, reading a book for someone is vocal entertainment. I'm trained vocally. I did voice and speech, so I can do vocal nuances. We're going to captivate you and you're going to sit down.
Yeah.
Once you decide to sit down and listen,
Yeah.
it'll go all you. And you're going to say blouse and skirt.
Yeah,
Because like even me now, you know the punctuation mark and them sitting there. Me speed past all of them there. Only thing we up here is a full stop. So
True.
we need people to punctuate it and put like accent on certain things. People know say, yo, this part at a little bit of volume, and you know.
Finger do it too.
That's why, yeah.
Yeah, Twins things nice too, cause them do you call and even radio serial dramas.
Yeah.
Remember people sit down and
used to-
listen to radio serial drama.
I used to like
One
radio
time,
serial
this-
drama.
Bro,
This
if
was
you don't
all
know
we
play it, where they am do a thing with Tony Rebel, the Honorable, the boss, I go up on him radio show from Yasso and I do it and them surprised because enough people don't know about the audio, the bamboo pipe project. So I'm send it to them now and say, a bamboo pipe, you know, sometimes them in them rush vibration. Them say, which track himself to play? Them not even listen to it, them not go home, them not meds it, and come in the next morning and say, watch me and the audience now. And design them program. When I used to work radio years ago, so I used to design my program. I have to design my blouse and skirt program because I want to know where I feed the people them.
Yeah.
So now, them get to them say, oh, give me that one there. And you play it. And when it started, them say, what the music? Them say, music. And so now them get nervous because there's a thing in ear, in what them call dead ear.
Yeah.
And them, because my pauses.
Because you have to listen.
You have to listen
Because
and
you
play
li-
the beats.
Because I listened to the one called The Woman's Dance.
Oh, gosh, man.
So basically, it's a track that you kind of describing how the female dance and it can entertain you. And if you just leave her there and dance, it will tell you more about the person. You can learn about it.
Yes, I.
Listening to the dead ear makes me actually pay attention more to what you're saying, and I get the wider grasp of the story where you say.
Bro.
So just tell us about the making of, like, say for instance, that song.
So that one, A Woman's Dance now. One
Were
at a
you
time.
actually looking at a woman dance?
You feel like I'm looking at that.
It was dancehall, you know. It was dance. I love dancehall. And if you read some of my papers and I write, you realize I love dancehall, you know. I'm not really the best dancer. You feel me? Like all of the latest moves, them me now go manage them right now. But me
You
no-
can't do ding dong one, man.
ding. I love ding dong, you know. But me love dancehall. So when I'm love how women move to rhythm.
Me too.
And more time you try all one at a time I did a UA, right? Long time ago I want UA fed thing, right? And then it was I think it was more the carnival vibe, the soca vibration.
Yeah.
And I think a girl from, must say, a Bayesian girl, who sang, and want give me a wine, right?
Yeah.
And the way she a move fast and I go down and me I say, I better me watch that girl and I'm gonna try follow her, right? I don't know. I better me does. So me just a watch her, me. It's like, you know, eye candy, erotica for the eyes kind of vibration. I mean, I watch her and I say, wow, oh, she do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and the part of that piece was, you remember when Elephant Man did there years ago and them did rob him?
Yeah.
And me I said, blow. So the analogy me did kind of equate the feeling, cause remember my friend them did there and the whole of them and thing. So when a girl all a dance with you, you know what, flap. You know, no matter what she do, if it's your friend them there, all them thing there. So me I say, just by dancing with a young lady who knows how to handle her stuff, we make you feel like Elephant Man in England when them did angle him kind of rough. Your heart a beat. Your heart a race. She change the gear and pick up the pace. Your friend them a watch son and no circumstance you can be disgraced, but she get the best of you with that thing though she do when she split and gyrate and rotate and make her shoulder touch her hip. Then the icing on the cake, the finishing touch, she bent down and grab her toes and you retired because you've had enough. That, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so it's like when I pray that vibration, then I say, wow. And it come to me. No piece, every single piece I've ever written, unless I'm being paid for it, it came as a whisper on the wind. I never like say, I have to go write a piece about dancing. Never. Everything come like a whisper on the wind.
So let me answer this now. I don't know if this have any meaning or this came to you on the wind. The poo, poo, poo.
Remember, Pocopo came so amazing because the nomads, we live under one roof.
Yeah.
For years. I mean, years. We baby them born under one roof. A girl them living with we in a one roof. It was a family. The woman them in the kitchen a wash. The woman them a cook and thing because we were designing this thing. No other band ever done nothing like that before. We did it for over a decade. You feel me? So now, one at a time, Evie did in a theme room, and I think Bird I did in the living room, and me did a walk through. I hear Evie. I make a sound. Evie, I go so boy in business and I make a sound. I say, Evie, what that? He say, what? I say, what that? He say, what? I say, that sound there. He say, oh, what you talking about? He say, I say, that's sick. He say, what? I say, that's sick. And then, so he say, and then there was this virgin named Shane Fitzgerald, where I go to school, him did have a piece where I do, and him did fresh in a dog porch, and we used to laugh after because of him delivery. And I said to him, I bet you can use that delivery there and mash up a place. And then I start saying, what is? What is? So now Bird I now start hear it and him get a lighter and start. What is? And it just build them. I call Honey P. I say, Honey P, bring the guitar. Honey P hear it and say, oh, kind of, what is? What is? Everybody was saying, what is? What is? Yeah. I'm going to say, Honey P, find it, no? And I say, oh, God. In the living room, a bull bear. When we did live a bull bear on the beach. That is where Pocopo built. And when it built, initially we called it Wadis. See? And then we did a performance at Jamnesia session and we planned a set and we wanted to show the world. And then we put on it and it have a line that will say, Bongo Clark, Pushing Cat, Grass Cat, Wadis. So the lines for that piece is protest, unrest, and one more time, another system is put to the test. Wadis, Bongo Clark, Pussy Clat, Ras Clat. Bongo Clark, Pushing Cat, Grass Cat.
Yeah. So
it's like the frustration of man with this.
So it was like a rebellion.
Yes,
it was
Rasta,
rebellious.
Yes, Rasta. It has always been.
But that's what I think for that song. Remember, we said connecting to the masses. That line that brings controversy.
Yeah.
Is what maybe sparked the interest of the masses to dig further.
Yeah, man, them they love it, man. And then when Puma Usain Bolt came to Jamaica and we did the campaign with Usain when him did Just Bus, and we were the world's fastest band, and him was the world's fastest man. You know what I mean? And we are running, and then we have some ads where we do with Puma, and them I say, "Well, we need a faster studio," and we say, "Puma," and we are running and sing and I do the thing. So that was on TV all over the world. everywhere, every Foot Locker store, ESPN,
Yeah.
MTV, VH1, and in Jamaica. So they had spots on the TV. So now every Jamaican learned it. Not just our underground community know it now. Every Jamaican, so it got commercial dollars invested in the marketing. If them not investing in the marketing and radio and TV, no play it, no one will know it, my brother, unless you get up literally and build your audience in the streets. Cause me know when internet come in, I might look young and fresh, but we've been around the block. You feel me? So remember when bottled water come in, to remember when cell phone come in. When me drink water, so I drink water high school. Out of my hand, you feel me? So remember when them thing they forward. You know what I mean? So then now we had to be nomadic when we are promote our thing. We had to be doing, we are tour Kingston, I do cafe, we are tour parishes in Jamaica just to get the word out. You know what I mean?
No mean to cut you off. Like, let's get into a bit of the nomadic lifestyle. I've never seen any video out or any short documentary about the lifestyle of how you guys live. Like all of the band under one roof, all on the woman, all of the kids, them. How do that work out? I feel like, say, whenever I forget that little right to come film the documentary.
You know, we have a little thing too. We have a thing named the Reggae Boys. It's a documentary feature. It is online. It shows you in a nutshell a little bit of our life where we babies them there and with we were talking about this actually when we were living in Bull Bay. So this documentary is I'm screening it as well, and it's also available on. If you check my page. I post something, but look up Reggae Boys documentary. It was done in 2014 when the Reggae Boys were trying to qualify for CONCACAF, when they bring in Winfred Schaefer and they booted Theodore Whitmore. You know what I mean? So it was within that time, but the documentary exists.
But how do they leave it to work out?
It worked for when it worked,
because
and then space got tight.
It's so much people under one roof. It must be some form of feud. And
no, there wasn't any feud while we're there, right? Because we never have no time and no space for that. It was just harmony. We resonated.
It's a big house.
It was 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5 bedrooms.
So you say it's on the beach. Did you guys actually build that house? Or?
No, we rented that house on the beach years ago, right? And we lived there, 4.5 bedrooms, all the way. But it wasn't no huge 4.5 bedrooms, but it was just right. And you see how we're slim, so we not take up much space, you feel me? I say? And you know what I mean? Oh, we kick it as brothers. So it's not a problem for a brother and a brother lay down and sleep on the same bed because we know we're up full. You feel me? I say it's not no. I don't know. We come from head to toe to head. You feel me? I say?
But this thing kind of get tricky when everybody's grown up and we have our woman around.
Yes,
because
Rasta.
Man tend to get malicious around other man, woman, Because
But we never have that. What we had was we needed more space. To ones and ones needed more. Of course, you can't have 4 men in the house, 4 women, and 1, 2, 3, 4 babies. Enough people that in the one house.
A
whole of people. So eventually we had to get bigger. Man have to move forward. Man have to do other things. Because you can't stay one. The idea is always to have your own, Don't get it twisted about unity, Don't get it twisted about harmony, Every man should have his own. Every man should have his own. You feel me?
But working as a collective to reach that space.
Yeah, man.
And we just want to commend you on the great works of the Bamboo Pipe. The collection of work is inspiring. It's a different taste to the palates of people who normally listen to traditional music. And it's something for you to pay attention to if you're into dub poetry. I even if you don't like it, because some of the topics them is vast. As I said, there's one with the woman telling you about woman, there's one about the system.
Yeah, man. There's a piece called Irie. It tell you about all of the national heroes and the heroine, and it give you dates of when them born and when them dead. And I think that is a very nice piece. I wrote that when I was still in high school, And I say, blow, well, all of them little book I read high school boy heroes, but write a piece.
Yeah, which high school did you attend?
KC, Kingston College. Yeah, man.
Yeah, the education there.
Yeah, man. Epic,
yeah,
I'm
so-
a brother, man.
So in the interest of time, we always want to say give thanks for forward to the studio. We love the
Yeah, man.
conversation.
Oh, yes, man.
And
Pleasure.
we wish you all the best moving forward. But before you're going away, can you just give us some social media angles?
Oh, yes. All right. So if you want to see my works individually, it is The Don Shepherd. TheDonShepherd. For the Nomads works now, it is The Nomads. TheNomads. The Nomads. And I just them two page the way we live, pan. So you know what I mean? Once you can email me from there, you can. Yeah, I think I want them to have my phone number. Who know what you feel? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's
Give
it,
thanks
go
again,
on.
you know.
Yeah,
The
man.
conversation was quite healthy and
Yeah,
quite
man.
educational, you know.
Yes, I
So-
give thanks that I could share because I care. You know what I mean?
Of course. All right, people.
Out of here.
As I said, give thanks as well for the people that has been watching, and you know, the artist was here, the dub poet, the actor, and he give a lot of insight. Remember, the show is sponsored by the Graniers each and every week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the weekly party spot. You can go over there and check out on Thursday night, it's the game night, the Friday night, the Magnum Friday,
Yes.
Saturday night is the ultimate party
And
spot when I sat there.
Before we
Breads.
go, 30th of December, a special Booty Babe night. And I'll be hosting that. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah?
Obviously, bro. You know, just forward, I'm done on the money from Christmas, isn't me? That's how the grand is.
Exactly. And Dragon, in
Listen,
closing.
going on, people. Love your brother, love your sister. Let love rule in everything you do and wants to read a book in them. So brain power is the main power. Until next week, I'll leave you with it.